Hey folks, SoloGamer back with you, and we are going to be playing another game of Arkham Horror. And of course our ancient one this time around is going to be chaugnar faugn. That's what he looks like. Looks kind of like an elephant guy. -4 physical immunity. He is worshipped by a fierce and fanatical jungle tribe. All Tico Ticos and Tico Tico priests gain +2 toughness. While he stirs in the slumber, any investigator carrying an elder sign or in the same neighborhood as an elder sign token suffers a -1 penalty to skill checks. And then we'll come across his attack if we get to that. We're using the Innsmouth expansion. As you can see, and for those who kind of forgot how it works, you have this Deep 1 Rising track and Fed's Raid track. And basically what happens is every time a gate is prevented from opening, like let's say like a gate is already there, or an elder sign, or a monster moves in one of these vortexes, you put a token here on the Deep 1 Rising track, and then when it fills up, boom, Deep 1 Rising. You can try to stop it by coming on the Feds track here and spending clue tokens in what color neighborhood you are on. Like if you're here in the green one, you can spend 1 green clue token and have it counter there, and spend a clue token in that green one to put clue tokens on the green. You have the blue and the yellow. That fills up, you get to take all these off. We're not using the Innsmouth look or any of the special Ancient One stuff. The only thing we are really else using from this expansion are the personal story cards. And we have Hank Sampson. He's the farmhand. 5 sanity, 6 stamina, thick skull. Hank does not make a horror check when he first encounters a monster. Instead, he only makes a horror check if he first fails a combat or evade check. That's pretty good. Speed of 4, sneak of 2, fight 3, will 2, lore 3, luck 1. He came with a Molotov cocktail, which is pretty good. $3, a clue token, a nautical key, a +1 wheel, a flamethrower, and some food. And then his personal story is where's Paul? He may spend 5 clue tokens while at the train station during the upkeep phase to place there's Paul in play. And he fails the personal story if he fails a horror check. And then we have Agnes Baker, the waitress. She starts at Velma's Diner, and Hank started at the general store. 5 sanity, 5 stamina, $5, 3 clue tokens, a wither spell. She got an ancient tome, a gruesome talisman, and a foresee spell, and a -1 maximum sanity, but she gets to spend a clue token. She exhausts that instead of spending a clue token. Speed 3, sneak 1, 2 on fight, 2 on will, lore 4, luck 3. Any phase when Agnes casts a spell that provides a bonus to combat checks, the spell adds a number of hands it requires to its combat check bonus. So like, you know, Wither would add another plus to it for the hand. When paying a spell sanity cost, Agnes may spend stamina for part or all of the sanity costs on a 1-for-1 basis, which is actually pretty good. And her personal story is the Destroyer. If Agnes has 3 or more monster trophies placed not this time in play, if Agnes is knocked unconscious or driven insane, placed history repeats. So we already uncovered our first Mythos card, and it was medical supplies contaminated. When investigator pays $2 to use the medical care ability at St. Mary's Hospital, he loses 1 sanity. When the investigator pays $2 to use the psychiatric care ability at Arkham Asylum, he loses 1 stamina. And we put a gate at the graveyard, we put a wraith monster there. We've already put our doom token on the doom track, and we put extra clue. Now I did have somebody ask me on one of my videos, I guess they didn't know, or they get a video where I didn't explain it, but they asked me about 2 things, monster surges and gate burst. Now I tend not to use the gate burst because I just really don't like them. I think it makes already a hard game even harder, and I just don't use them for the most part. So you know, if you see that gate burst comes up, I'm not going to use it. And they asked me about monster surges. They said, shouldn't you have a monster surge at every gate? Well, now if you look at the number of player aids here, you have an open gate limit of 8 if you're playing with 2 players, and that's what we are. We have a monster limit of 5 Outskirts limit of 6, and every time a monster surge happens, you draw 1 monster. So that's answer that question. So let's get it going. And we're going to start with Hank. He's going to have the first player token. And he's alright on weapons, so he just want to get some clue tokens. So let's see here. Let's move him. He has a speed of 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's move him to the unvisited isle. He'll get 2 clue tokens. And he'll be alright. And now we have Agnes, and she has $5, and she needs a good weapon. So let's try to send her 1, 2, 3 over here to the general store. Okay. And she's going to try to buy something. Alright, so Hank's at the unvisited isle. Let's see what happens with him. You come upon a tree that has grown cancer-like around an ancient prayer plaque. Make a fight or exhaust the wither spell, shriveling spell, or the axe item to automatically pass. If you pass, draw 3 spells equal to your focus. Alright, he has to make a fight -2 check, which is just going to be a 1 die. And he passed. Look at that. He draws spells equal to your focus. His focus is 2, so he will draw 3 spells. I mean, 2 spells. And he gets alchemical process and a greater banishment. That's not bad. And Agnes is going to buy some items at the general store. She has $5. She finds a Tommy gun. Damn. Shotgun. Damn. And a time bomb. Well, all she has is $5. That stinks. And she has to buy the time bomb, so that kind of didn't work out to our advantage. But she gets the time bomb, but we lost the shotgun and the Tommy gun, which is not that good. Okay, so now it's our next Mythos phase, and let's see what we get. Alright, we have footprints on shore. It seems that 2 monsters have come ashore in the Innsmouth shore streets. Okay. We put a gate at the Devil's Reef. Alright, so let's do that. Let's put a gate at the Devil's Reef. Clue will appear at the Esoteric Order of Dagon. And we're going to put a... Let's see, this thing moves. Nobody's in the streets, so it's going to go here to the sky. Let's put a Doom token on the Doom track. That's a bad one there. Alright, and now we have to put 3 monsters on the board, really. So let's do that. We'll put 2 in the streets and 1 on the gate. Okay, well, we have a Yithian. Then we have a rat thing. Then we will put the Proto-Shoggoth, I hate those guys, on the Devil's Reef. Okay, so now it's our hero's turn, and it's Agnes's turn. And well, you know, she's going to go to the Black Cave, get the clue token. And see, Hank is going to go to the Unnameable and get the clue token. Okay, so Agnes here, let's see what she has. A monster appears, so that's great. So let's see what kind of monster appeared. And this is a mummy. Eesh. Okay, let's see here. Undead, physical resistance, magical resistance. Yikes. Boy, oh boy. Well, let's first make our horror check. She gets a +2 to horror check, so... Oh, shit. Let's see. She has a +2 to horror checks, and then she has a will of 2, so that's 4. This thing's going to be a -2, so we're going to roll 2 die. And she passes. Alright, so she made her horror check. Alright, let's see here. I don't think there's any way she can beat this thing, to be honest with you. I can try to evade it, which I can roll one die. 6 minus 2 is 4. I don't think there's any way I can beat that mummy. No, let's just try to freaking evade the damn thing. All right, I got a 6, so I am able to evade it. Okay. Let's go to the unnameable here, Hank. All right. A repellent, tar-like appendage is dragging an item of interest quickly through the halls. Make a speed -2 check. All right, his speed is 4. So, okay. I failed. If you fail, you lose 2 stamina. Okay. Alright. Now for our next Mythos phase. See what we got here. We have campus security increased. All monsters in the Miskatonic U streets or locations are returned to the cup. Well, we don't have none there. We got to put a gate at Independence Square. Clue appears at the unnameable, which is Hank. And let's see here. Let's put another Doom track on the Doom token on the Doom track. And let's see if we got some movement here. Circle, we do have some movement. We have white, no triangle, but a diamond black, and this thing went into the vortex. So now we have to put one of those on the board. There we go. All right. Let's draw a monster for Independence Square. And see what we get. A cultist. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, so Hank's going to go first. He has 5 clue tokens. So he will move 1, 2, 3. He will go to the graveyard and will go into the Plateau of Lane gate. Alright, and then we have Agnes, who can try to go into a gate. 1, 2, 3. She's going to go to Hibbs Roadhouse and get a clue token. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see what happens to her at Hibbs Roadhouse. That would be some money. You look up and everyone's gone. You must have fallen asleep at the bar. Unnerved by the eerie silence of the previous hopping establishment, you grab the bottle in front of you and skedaddle. Search the common items deck for a whiskey card. Okay, alright, whiskey. Okay, well that's going to end that turn. And now let us do another Mythos phase here. And we have high tides. The tides seem to defy the tidal charts, causing elevated water levels far upriver. Investigators in Rivertown, Easttown. Alright, we are in Easttown. And Merchant Town, streets or locations must pass a fight -1 check or be delayed. Clue appears at Independence Square. No, it won't. We have a gate at the woods. So let's put a gate at the woods. And we're going to put a new monster at the woods. Alright, we have a Migo. Let's do that. Put a Doom token on the Doom track. And let's see what monster movement we have here. We have a circle again, which is white. And this one's going into the vortex. That's great. We don't have anything other monster movements. Okay. So the rat thing is gone. And let us put a token on the deep one track. Okay, so now it's actually Agnes's turn, and let's see if she's going to be delayed. She's a fight at 2, and she will be delayed, so she will have to stay at Hibbs Roadhouse. And we will stand Hank up. And so let's see here, Hibbs Roadhouse. Alright, we have a truck driver at the bar has a flat tire and needs help changing it. If you pass a fight check, you help him out and he offers you some cargo for free. Alright, well I just failed the fight check, -1, so let's see if I fail it again. I passed this time. Search the common item deck and look for your choice of lantern, map, or dark cloak and take that card. Okay, so I took the dark cloak, which gives me a +1 to evade checks, because she's probably going to need it. And now Hank's in a plateau of Lang, so let's see what happens with him. Okay. Pass a luck check to find something useful among the bones. Alright, well his luck is 1. He fails, so, but at least nothing bad happens. Okay, so let us do another Mythos phase here, and let's see what we got. Ismail sleeps. When this card is in play, investigators who are in their movement, Ismail, do not need to make the usual evade check to avoid being arrested once martial arts is declared. Alright, we have to put a gate at the Marsh Refinery. Alright. Clue appears here. Let's put a gate at the Marsh Refinery here. Goat spawn. Okay. Let's put a Doom token on the Doom track. We are at 5 now. And let's see what movement we got. We don't have... we have the Yithian will move, and he will move here to the factory district. Okay, so it's Hank's turn. Hank will move 1. And let's see here. I think maybe she could probably take the cultist. So we'll do 1, 2, and she's sucked in the gate actually, and she's going to the Dreamlands. Hank will have a turn here. You wander the frozen waste. No encounter. Well, that's pretty good. So, alright. Alright, and let's do one more Mythos phase. And we have the Chill of the Grave environment. All undead monsters, alright, increase their toughness by 1. Clue appears at the science building. We have a gate at the Unvisited Isle. So let's put a monster there. And we have a cross, which this is going to move. And that's it. Oh man, a Dark Young. That's great. Great. Alright, and let's do that. Alright, and let's put a Doom token on the Doom track. Okay. Alright, so we'll come back next turn and we'll keep playing. SoloGamer saying see you then.